Let's find an easy seat. Easy is whatever feels good today. If you want to have a block candy, we'll take a twist in a runner's lunge. So if you want to bring the floor a little closer and have a block candy, could be useful. Otherwise, let's grow up nice and tall. Lengthen out that spine and then drop the shoulders nice and low down the back. Really feel the space between the ears and the shoulders as you maybe blink the eyes closed. Let that body soften as the breath naturally lengthens out. That inhale, that exhale. Give the mind permission to slow down, to empty out, and to just be here, present for practice. Feel free to keep the eyes closed as you like. Let's add some body circles. Hinging one way, circling around. Nice big body circles. Then we're going to switch direction, circling the other way. Finding that tall spine on our inhale, we'll reach up tall, stretch those arms toward the sky. Exhale, we'll twist to the right, keeping our spine nice and tall here as we gaze back over the right shoulder. On our inhale, reach tall. Exhale, twisting to the left. Inhale, reaching tall at center, and then into a lateral. Let's plant that right hand. Left arm reaches up and over. Settle in the sit bones. Feel that opening in the side body. Then we'll use an inhale to move through center. Plant that left hand, right arm up and over. On our inhale, back to center. And then we're going to hinge forward, reach out, stay anchored in the sit bones here. Walk the arms as far as you like. Hang the head. We're going to leave the right hand where it is. Open arm, twist with that left hand. Maybe gaze follows. If you like it better, you could bring the left hand to the left hip or to a bind to the lower back, gazing at or behind that left shoulder. And we'll bring the left hand back around. We'll open up the right, same option. Back to our forward fold. And then we'll walk it up. And let's come to our tabletop, hands and knees. And let's draw some hip circles here, starting one way. And the other way. Back into center, we'll cat and cow. Inhale for our cow. Exhale, round for cat. And then just flow at your pace back and forth. One more. Finding neutral. We'll take a puppy stretch. Keep our hips nice and high. Walk the hands out. Melt the heart toward the mat. You don't have to get there. Breathe into your shoulders. As we walk those hands back underneath, let's take the knees wide, touch the toes, and find a child's pose. Sinking the hips back only as far as feels okay. Relax the head. Another inhale, flowing forward, spread those fingers, tuck the toes, and let's find our first down dog. Maybe pedal things out here. Bend one knee, then the other. Then we're gonna use our inhale, bend the knees, make your way to the top of your mat and into a ragdoll. Bend the knees, grab opposite elbows, relax the head, maybe shake the head yes, and shake the head no. And as we release, we'll roll all the way up into our mountain. And as we find that tall spine, let's rock a little on the feet, lift the heels, and then sink the heels, pull the toes up, just back and forth, getting good and settled. Feel that breath. Grounding down in that mountain. We'll use that next inhale to sweep it tall. Exhale, folding, stepping back to our plank. Could be a high plank or a modified plank. On our exhale, we'll lower with control, elbows in along the body. Use our inhale to peel the chest off the mat, baby cobra. Exhale, up and back, down dog. On our inhale, we'll travel to the top of the mat. Exhaling to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, tall. We're going to add an open arm twist at the top. Exhale, sweep that left hand back behind. Right arm reaches out front. You could bring that left hand to the left hip if you prefer. On our inhale, we'll reach tall through center. Exhale, twisting to the right. Inhale to reach tall. Exhale, folding, coming to plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale, baby cobra, lifting the chest. Exhale, up and back, down dog. Bending the knees, we'll travel to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we'll sweep tall. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale, tall. Exhale, folding. Finding plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale, baby cobra or your up dog. Exhale, down dog. Bending the knees, traveling to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, tall. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale to reach. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale, tall. Exhale, fold. Finding plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Bending the knees, traveling to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, tall. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale, reaching tall. Exhale to the right. Inhale, we'll reach it tall. Exhale, folding. And step our left foot back, rising up to a crescent lunge. Really press into the ball of that left foot. And then we'll open up to our warrior two. Settling in, feel that stretch. Flipping our right hand, we'll reverse. On our inhale, windmill those hands all the way down to frame that right foot and come to a runner's lunge. Ball of the left foot, right knee over right ankle. Maybe rock a little, sink the heel toward the floor. Feel that work, that stretch. And then as you're ready, we'll step it back, down dog. On our inhale, we'll travel to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, round and fold. Inhale to sweep it tall. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale, reaching tall through center. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale, reaching tall. Exhale as we fold. We'll step right foot back this time. Crescent lunge. And then we'll open up to the wide edge. Find that warrior two, strong but soft. Reverse warrior. Inhale, windmill those hands to our runner's lunge. And rock a little, sink the right heel. Planting the hands, down dog. And as you're ready, take the knees nice and wide. Sink it back, find that child's pose and that breath. On our inhale, we're going to flow forward. Exhale, up and back, down dog. Bending the knees, we'll travel to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping tall. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale, reach it tall. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale, reaching tall. Exhale as we fold. We're going to take that right foot, step it back again. Find that crescent lunge. Now you can stay here, or we can add that open arm twist toward the front left leg. Reach that left hand back behind or to that left hip. As we come back around to center, we'll then open up that right arm. Open up those hips to the right wide edge of the mat. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. On our inhale, windmill the hands, runner's lunge. Maybe adding that block for that added twist. We're going to leave the right hand, open up the left. And as we lower that left hand, we'll frame that front foot, step it back, down dog. Feel free to add the bottom of your salutation if you want to. Rolling to plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. And our inhale, we'll travel to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep it tall. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale to reach tall. Exhale to open to the right. Inhale to reach. Exhale, hinge, fold, and we'll step our left foot back. Crescent lunge. You can stay here, or we'll add that open arm twist, turning toward the right leg. Take your time. We'll come back around and we'll open up warrior two. Reverse warrior. We'll windmill those hands. Runner's lunge. And into our twist. Leave that left hand. Open arm twist the right. And we'll lower that right hand. Step it back. Down dog. And again, if you want to add the bottom of your salutation, you can roll to plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. And then as you're ready, a child's pose. Sink it back, settle in those hips, slow the breath a little bit. We're going to take our right hand, bring it to the lower back into a bind, and we're going to turn that right ear toward the mat to look under the left arm. And then we'll switch, right arm overhead, bind that left arm, and turn the left ear toward the mat. And we'll send that left hand back overhead and bring ourselves back up to our tabletop. Take our hips back and forth, side to side. Back into neutral. We're going to take our hands to about 90 degrees off to the left. Gaze back at the feet. We'll move it through center. Walk our hands all the way off to the right to about 90 degrees. We'll gaze back on this side. Back around to center. Let's lower a hip. Find seated. We'll bring soles of the feet together out in front. You can decide how close you want those feet to be to the sit bones. Tall in the spine, take that hinge with a flat back first. When you find your stretch, then you can decide if you want to round the spine, tuck the chin. And we'll rise up. Let's extend the right leg. We'll keep that left foot on the inside of the right leg. Pull the right toes back towards you. Inhale to reach tall. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Melt the chest toward the leg. Slow, deep breath. And release. We'll switch sides. We'll send the left leg out. Right foot on the inside of the left leg. Left toes back towards us. Inhale, tall. Exhale, fold. And release. All right, let's do a little boat before we cool down, before we roll onto our back. So we'll keep our spine nice and tall. Walk those feet back till you hover on the tailbones. Find that balance. Lift the shins, maybe work to let go. Keep that deep breath, slow and steady. If you want to reach the arms up, you can do that. One more breath. Maybe crossing the ankles, walking those hands forward. Relax the head. And we'll walk it up. One more breath here. One more boat. And release. All right, let's roll all the way down. Settle in. Let's take a little bit of bridge here first. So make sure the shoulders are walked down the back. Walk the feet in toward the sit bones. And as you're ready, we'll press into the feet, lift the hips, squeeze at the top, and then exhale, lower all the way down. Inhaling to lift, exhale to lower. 2 more. As we settle that back, let's windshield wiper the knees back and forth, side to side. Nice and slow here, checking in with the back, with the hips, starting to slow that breath back down. Then we'll leave those knees off to the left, and maybe goalpost the arms or bring them out to a T, and take the gaze maybe all the way over to the right. On our inhale, up through center. Exhale, drop the knees to the right, gaze to the left. On our inhale, we're going to come up through center, bring soles of the feet together. Let gravity be in charge here to let those knees fall open. You can keep the arms at goalposts, or maybe one to the heart, one to the belly with those hands. Feeling that breath, letting everything slow down. And we're going to slowly start to extend the legs, reach the arms up overhead, nice full body stretch. Lengthen out, feel that space. And then we'll hug the knees to chest and rock side to side, right to left. Really seal the back against the mat, massage things out here. Feel free, find happy baby if you like. And then give those knees one more big squeeze. On your exhale, Shavasana. Send the legs long down the mat. Feel free, take any props you want to. Blanket, eye pillow. Walk the shoulders nice and low. Release the arms by your sides. Feet falling open. Blinking the eyes closed. Focusing on the breath and feeling all that stress, worry, tension, tightness, just leaving the body, sinking into the mat. We'll start to deepen that breath again. Invite some movement, fingers, toes. And then we'll plant the feet and bring ourselves to one side or the other, where we'll seal in all the good of our practice. A few final breaths to breathe in all the good. And a few exhales to leave anything on our mat we don't want to take with us when we leave. Pressing back up to that easy seat, settled in those sit bones. Maybe one more nice big breath in, audibly out the mouth. Thank you so much for being here. Namaste.